If you ever wondered to yourself, what would happen if I got picked up by a turtle and told I was being brought to a fantasy underwater city, only to be dropped off on an uncharted, uninhabited island, and then turned up really quite old quite rapidly? Well, your imagination is quite good, and you should probably write a novel or something, but are you sure you're not already working for the Gintama writing team? And let me get this perfectly clear. The only way to describe the current events is, this is Gintama. And apparently it's going to carry on over at least 2 episodes. Let's see how they deal with their new lives upon this new land. No, we're not getting a change in the theme, like, just for this deserted island part. Has Gintama previously, apart from the Katsura version, put up a new opening or ending for one episode? Just because. I will say, though, that the last episode did strike the right chord with me, though, but because Hasegawa, we all need more Madao in our lives. But yeah, we saw this in the little preview of the last one. Turtle people. I'm now wondering what Elizabeth would look like heavily aged, but I have a sinking feeling that there would be no change. No, not giving him any attempt to explain himself or anything. Well, he was trying to get you there in a rowboat, and he came under fire from a battleship. What do you expect? Yeah, it's exactly as I thought, isn't it? They just landed on a beach and said, "This is a deserted island." What a tourist destination. I'm trying to understand that line of thought, but yeah, see? I said it'd make quite a lot of food. Yeah, I actually knew that one. Really? So you don't read signposts. But also, why is there a skeleton lying in what seems to be a actively used tunnel? It's an art installation. You might be in a severe state of shock, mate. Help. This guy. Maybe everything he's saying is the truth. Who am I to question this life form's breeding habits? Huh? Oh, it looks like he's in on the plan of the turtles. If this is a massively aging serum or gas, what happens to the already seniors? Looks like there's going to be quite a large reconstruction cost again. If you just wore a gas mask, does it fend off the oncoming situation? Well, some massive machines came out and everyone's being horribly affected by gas. You've seen the effects of what it does, and now you're confused by your own reporter. Hang on. Was Shinpachi so shocked by the fact that there's a skeleton in this cave he didn't see the TV? Fair enough. So, at least, I just remembered, at least that guy is keeping true to his story of his wife pregnant. Uh, really? He's got a. He's got an actually good position in this world? Doubtful. Also, yeah, don't shout. Why do people always give themselves away? And to think he just left his wife behind. Okay. I have actually somewhat started watching another series that was like a mix between Ancient Korea and The Walking Dead, where it's got some like royal family members wanting to hold on to power and overtake everything, sacrificing the entire world if they have to. Seems to be a common thing. I'm guessing that this kind of... They couldn't get the go-ahead to allow proper sword fighting and blood and whatnot. for this arc. Couldn't get it past the censors. Zulejinite. Did you forget what you were saying? Old Gintoki just sounds like he's got a blocked nose. It's really tarring all old people with the same brush, isn't it? There are some elderly people that I know that are quite sprightly and well with it. And yeah, keeping the queen behind, I was going to say curtains or veils, but a slatted blind works as well, I guess. Is it just going to be an actual turtle? Are these the people who are actually invited? And, oh my god, it's him. To this place before everything went tits up. Or at least before the plan was enacted. To be fair, booking out this entire place, he's on quite a high wage, isn't he? Well, they've actually just putting dog racing on the TV. They're not animating anything. I guess that saves on a bit of cost. I don't think this is the kind of exposition that I needed. I can see there being massive amounts of paperwork for this entire thing. To escape the law? His shell was that of a tuxedo kind of thing. This isn't what he paid for. So why didn't they age this group? Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning. They could have made any other type of bioweapon. Are they watching it or just sitting absent-mindedly? He's just sucking his gums and whatnot. Don't attack your elders. It is good to see that even in his old age, Gintoki is still quite resilient. I've had conversations with old people like that. It's like, all of your game machines. Like, yeah. At least have the energy to finish the sentence. Is this what we can expect at like episode 350? Back in my day, jokes had standards. They've made this joke kind of thing of like just turning the world into old men during that zombie outbreak, if you remember. Although this is more literal. And I think a bit more older. I mean, if it's effort to fix a situation, then sure, why not just sit back and watch sumo wrestling? It's hard to say, like, who's the most dangerous one they could have taken. Well, we know which one isn't. I mean, there should be something in here, this place, which would have like a serum antidote, if it were, just in case things went wrong. Hopefully, they don't have to go through the process of actually inventing one themselves. Ah, that works. Kagura just out here like Saitama taking down the ship. He's so fast the bullets can't even hit him. Leave it to the capable. It's good that you can so easily fit in just by donning a few shells. I will say I didn't see the retcon of the Ninja Turtles having such a decidedly strange route. She's really taking on the method acting, isn't she? Really? Why have you. Yeah. Where did they get the ping pong balls? And are they actually ping pong balls at this? Katsura isn't even receiving a punishment. Someone provide him with a script so he has better punchlines. Yeah, it's not very nice. You should treat your guests better. There was a young girl. So is it the same kind of story we've seen quite a lot, though? Someone... Well, not exactly the same, but... Trying to... I'm trying to coalesce like 4 different stories in my head into one coherent message. Either she got old and wanted everyone else old, she wants to try and find a way to become immortal. She was shafted by someone and went all weird. I mean, that kind of destruction could have happened over the weekend. Sure, but this does explain the whole wanting to age everyone. Maybe she just got a bit stir crazy. I don't see the this underwater fortress staying intact if she continues with that kind of speech. Also, how was she able to claim being better looking when she doesn't even show herself? Yeah, so it is trying to achieve immortality, like reverse aging. I can see this as just completely destroying her economy, though. Sure. Considering how slow some of the conversations in this were due to the advanced aging that Gintoki and Katsura have gone through, that episode actually passed relatively quickly. And the best way to actually overcome your problems probably isn't with sheer violence, but if you want to quickly just get the story moving, yep, send in Kagura, maybe Cube. Yeah, this is definitely not a problem with her own ego. Some people age gracefully and accept the flow of time. Others, well, they weren't handed the best deck of cards in the first place. I kind of want to see the other members of the group old as well, just to see what their designs would be. And here's the thing. You can usually tell how you're going to turn out somewhat when you age by looking at your grandparents or anyone that you've, family members. But I'm not sure that would work. Because DNA is a funny thing, and one side of the family is kind of like what we saw here in Gintama. Really quite stereotypical old people. Whereas the other side, if it weren't for the obvious, just grey hair and loose skin, acts like you would at 30. So, although personally I think if I acted any differently when I'm older than I do now, it's not really... Well, it's actually going to be very much of a shock, because I sit in a chair and stare at the screen blank-eyed for quite a long time. I'm already over the hill, aren't I? Well, with that slight existential crisis and further waste of time until the inevitable grave, hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Let Gintama be that brief moment of distraction. If you enjoyed the episode, let me know by leaving a comment down below, maybe even liking the video. Is this an arc you want to follow? I'm not entirely sure, but subscribe to the channel if you do. Preserve your energy. Get some rest. See you in the next one. If you want to make sure your time isn't up prematurely, then consider moving on to Patreon and helping me out, because Sal, Raywin, Aegis TR, Dynamite 1997, Aishurem, Shiwan, ASD and everyone else are the turtle-backed heroes that are keeping the general populace that is my channel safe from the encroaching tide of gas, by which I mean mean comments on the internet and my fragile self-esteem. So once again, thank you.